Okay, guys, so I have a lot to share today, and I'm grateful that I get to share it. But I'm also asking you guys for your patience because I know it's going to be over 10 minutes. And even when it's over, the message is over 3 minutes. I know it's easy for you guys to be like, I don't want to hear anymore. She's going to say the same thing over and over and over. And in some cases, that might be true, but I'm going to be working very hard moving forward to not let that be a normal. The reason why I have a lot to share is because I just got out of a meeting with my sister, Linda Guinea, and we're just talking about all things community, sisterhood, God, and in the next 6 months, what's going to happen with the assistance that I'm asking her for. And today, actually 4 years ago, was the anniversary date of when I had up and moved out of my best friend's home. My sister, who's now in heaven, Caroline Ulungia. And I moved away at that time because I couldn't see myself living in her home, even though I'm super spoiled by the Ulungia family, and get teased that I'm an Ulungia. I couldn't see myself live in her home and not do the things that I'm supposed to do for my own family, my mom, my siblings. And so I packed up my stuff. I had another bestie, Amanda Johnson, drop me off. Other than my besties at that time, and still to this day, Caroline, Amanda, and Tyree, and Mary, a few others, Penny and Angel. Other than them, nobody knew I was leaving. And it was really hard because I didn't want to leave, but I knew for myself I needed to leave. And so I jump on a Spirit airline flight, go out to Colorado, unprepared, didn't know who I was going to stay with. And it was a stressful time from April 8th of 2021 until I needed to move back because my mom and my youngest brother caught COVID. So I bring this up to say that that was and continues to be a testimony for me about not going backwards and not making the same, even though that was the plan for me at the time, not making the same decisions that I made back then that really didn't serve me and wanting to make that today. These last couple of days, like I said, and last week has been highly charged emotions. And if I hadn't had the meeting that I had with Linda, I believe I would have been making this week off of more highly charged emotion versus coupling emotion, coupling revelation from God, and just making sure that I'm doing things the right way in alignment to what He needs me to do with the plan He has for me. I believe if I didn't have the meeting that I had today, if I didn't have conversations with my sister Tyree, 2:30 in the morning this morning, I don't think I would even be telling you guys this for encouragement to you, so that in the next 6 months, every single day from this day forward, that you get your 6 month plan, that you prepare yourself, that when 2026 comes, you will look back at the 6 months and be like, dude, I went in, I did what I needed to do, regardless if I was confident or like feeling like a failure, I did what I needed to do. And so one of my first encouragements is find you a Linda Val Kinigini. Find you a person like herself. And by the Spirit, even though you don't know her, most of you don't know her, I pray that the Spirit tells you exactly her characteristics, so you can find, because I'm not going to tell you. If you know me, you know I like to surround myself with people that are uplifting. So all the words that would constitute as a definition of a good person, a great, great, great leader, look it up in the dictionary, and that will be your Linda Vale Guinea. And so we spoke about things. She told me about myself, and what was that? One of the things that I'm going to start doing from here on out is if I do not start with a song, I'm going to either have a song in the middle of these lives or at the end, and they're all going to be Divine Heritage songs. And the reason why this came about was when I was talking to Linda about my aspirations of being a public speaker, keynote paid, keyword paid. And I only emphasize paid because a lot of times us as minorities and Pacific Islanders, we're so quick to do things for free, which is good because not everybody can pay you to serve them. But I emphasize paid because I'm always going to pay it back forward to you guys, to outside people from social media who don't even have a social media. And I'm always going to give more than I get paid. That's just me by nature. But she had made a point while we were talking about my keynote speaking, because I had been with the choir for 25 years, that I need to incorporate the songs in the message. And even if it's not a choir song, to do it. And this is how good God is, because yesterday, before we were even meeting and gonna even interact in this way, I had gotten revelation that, okay, as sad as it is that the choir ended, now this is your time to utilize the music that they've given you and memorize. So when you do come together, and if by any moment somebody can't fill a role in the singing and they call you, then you are prepared. One of the things that I've learned in church is that they all say when you are prepared, you will not fear. And for the 25 years of being in the choir, I didn't realize, I knew to an extent, but I didn't realize it till we were talking about closing it out, that I let my fear overshadow and trump my faith in God. I let my fear and comparison, like comparing my singing abilities to somebody else, to not do solos or to not sing out. And every time my sister Charlotte, who's a fellow alto, she'd always be like, I can't hear you, I can't hear you. I never realized that it was true and she wasn't clowning on me. She was really trying to tell me, I can't hear you. Until I recorded one of our practices, and the phone is literally in front of me, and I couldn't even hear me. I could hear everybody else singing, but I couldn't hear me. So that explanation is to tell you guys, as you hear me testify and encourage you every day for the next 6 months, I'm going to sing a song. Sometimes I'll have the words in front of me, like today, definitely going to have the words in front of me. And most days I'm going to do my best to not have it, so that you know that these songs are truly my testimony, written by other people in the choir and outside of the choir, but also to make sure that the music is still living, like that it lives in me, so that it can live within your ears, to your heart, to your mind, so that you can come closer to God. So sometimes, again, we're going to start with the song, go through the middle of the message, and bring the song if we don't start at the beginning. And also, hi Nina. If we don't get it to the beginning, middle, we're going to sing it at the end. And so please, again, listen to the lyrics, and when I do remember, I will put the lyrics in the caption. Another thing that we talked about in our meeting was just like our love for service. And one of the things she had said, because again, I love quotes. One of the quotes that she had mentioned, she was like, and I'm paraphrasing, but she was pretty much saying, if you don't take care of home, you can't take care of outside. If you don't take care of home, you won't be supported outside. And so you guys have heard me struggle. Hi, Anne. I'm Marie. You've heard me say in the last couple of days, like, all I want to do is see you guys win, and also to win myself in life. And one of the things that has been like stressing is emotional tiredness, emotional like overload, emotional, what would you say? Exhaustion. So I don't know who out there, out of all of my followers and listeners, like if you felt this heaviness, like, oh my gosh, we're almost to the middle of the year and I'm so tired. I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of that. I'm so tired of him, her, them. I want to encourage you to listen to the lyrics, but also to live the lyrics that you're going to receive in the next 6 months. But if music is not your thing, if praying is not your thing, then again, I'm going to go back and revert to saying, find you a Linda Val Kinikini. Because of the things that I wanted to do before the meeting, during the meeting, and even after, that I have my mindset like, this is the plan, this is what I'm going to do. But God used Linda to help me to get away from my emotional exhaustion and help my sister Tyree to give it to me like how a sister would give it to me. I feel more energized. I'm not completely 120% energized, but I feel more energized because I didn't fall into the trap of isolation because of my emotional tiredness, emotional exhaustion, because things aren't working the way I want them to work, or I'm not fully feeling supported. So I'm saying, like, though it's amazing to go into solitude meaning getting away from people, getting recharged, and then coming back and serving those people, even though that is amazing, what you don't want to do when you are emotionally tired is go into isolation where you just run away, which 24 hours ago, I wanted to run away, and just think on your own strength and do things your own way when God has a bigger plan for you. And the last thing Linda really like drilled in my mind, or these last two things that I hope help you. And she said, stop looking past what God is blessing with you, for you right in front of your face. Stop wishing, stop being in and out about things. Look at what does God have for you right in front of your face and work with it. Nourish it, do it. And then the last point that she made, sometimes we want to be everywhere, anywhere else than where we're supposed to be. But Heavenly Father is asking us in those moments to trust Him. Trust Him that where you are in life, who you are around in life, are the people and the places you need to be so that you can grow and you can help them grow. Even if they're not the people you want to grow with, be present, be present. So I'm going to sing this song. This song was written from our sister Elsie Maleni, and it's called Boast in My God. And the scripture is Alma 26:12. And this was one of my favorite songs from choir, and it's the girls' song. Even though sometimes with our choir, we're so funny. Some songs are only for the girls to sing and the boys to sing, but when it becomes your favorite song, you just jump in. So some of the boys would jump in on this song, and I just pray that this song helps you and guides you to God. Even if you've been with God all your life or you're coming back to God, I pray that this song helps you. And I just want you guys to know, like, I wouldn't have the courage to sing, period, if I wasn't in, hi brother Vili, if I wasn't in our Divine Heritage Choir, I would not have the courage to do this for you guys for the next 6 months. So whatever is your vice or your kryptonite that makes you not do things, I want me singing for you guys every day to be the example, to be like, okay, O did something out of her comfort zone, I can do something similar. And maybe your kryptonite is singing in front of people, or maybe it's writing music, or maybe it's going to an event and your comfort zone is sit in the corner and don't talk to nobody. Whatever it is, I want my doing this for you guys every day for the next 6 months to be your strength so that you can get out of your comfort zone. So again, this song is called Boast in My God. And hit me up, guys, because we are going to launch this keynote speaking mission. And I can't wait, because I can't wait to see you guys at the event. Let's see. Where are we? I come to thee with a humble heart. On bended knees I plead to thee above, that every day I'm worthy of your love. And with the winds of change, my heart remains the same. When I was down and out, oh Lord, you always came. And I know that I am nothing. As to my strength, I'm weak. Therefore I boast not of myself, but I boast in my God. For in his strength I can do all things. I think back. Oh my gosh. Okay. I can't think. How you go? I'm trying to hear it and sing it out. I think back to days gone by. I sit and think and even wonder why. Those times I thought that you were by my side. It was me who walked away. I try to find a better way, but it's by your side, oh Lord. I wanna stay, and I know that I am nothing. As to my strength, I'm weak. Therefore I boast not of myself, but I boast in my God. For in his strength I can do all things. Every time I try to explain what I feel inside, my heart cannot contest. What I feel for you, what I know is true, my faith in thee alone will battle all my trials and lead me home. And I know that I am nothing. As to my strength, I'm weak. Therefore I boast not of myself, but I boast in my God. For in his strength I can do all things. For in his strength I can do all things. Okay, guys, 6 months of this. We are going to get it. 6 months of songs, 6 months of testifying, 6 months of encouraging you so that you can live outside of your comfort zone. No matter how broken you might show up, no matter how broken you feel inside, this is what our next 6 months is. So please reshare the lives. Hit me up if there's a particular topic you want me to give you every day. And please, all the links that I'm going to put in the caption, especially with the GoFundMe link, please give it to people that you know that are financially stable, that can donate. But if not, then ask them to invite me to their events so that I can keynote speak. I love you guys. Hi, Suzanne. Love you. Hi, Sarah, sister. I enjoy all of you. I love you guys. And thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.